Gnosy here, Gnosy1 at YouTube. This is Gnosy Glassblowing. We're GNOSY, any search engine. We're checking out one of my videos on colored rod and manufacturer and different qualifications of each. So we're going to start off with a shout out to Sue Ellen Fowler, who brought a lot of the understanding of how to make colored borosilicate rod and tubing, and who I was able to read a bunch about from some of her classes that she did, and from the 70s. So we're looking at a Gnosy proprietary blend, handmade colored tubing. Actually, this is solid rod. This is some of my sea foam or spit. I handmade this. This is my proprietary blend, and I made this from raw material. There's only borosilicate, clear borosilicate, and then other properties involved to make this color. This is one of my first green rods that I ever made, and this is just hand mixed chemicals and clear borosilicate rod, and it's just still in a semi-raw stage and not for commercial sale or really compatible with everything. It's compatible, it's clean enough to work, but it's not too clean as far as any other qualities goes. It's got a few stones and stuff, and when you're doing hand mixing, it's extremely tedious. So there's a couple colors, hand mixed colors from just raw chemicals or variety of substances to create your own color. And then you've got a lot more professionally done hand mixed, but probably American boro kilns in Oregon can mix your own chemicals and or varieties of colors to make new colors. And we're representing, checking out green gack right here. This is made by a different manufacturer, by the way. This is not me anymore. We're discussing other people's glass. Green gack represent Humboldt Urban Glass Blowers, I believe. This is their original creation color. This is one of their flat rods that we're looking at. Excellent quality green, exceptionally perfect for use. If you come across this, or if it's for commercial sale, you could buy this and use this. I'd stand by it. And here's one of their odds. This would be considered an odds or a seconds because of the shaping of it, but that's not to take away that the quality might still have its viability and still be fluid and still be usable and compatible with, say, that red or that white. Now we're going to a different company here. This is North Star, currently owned by Abe Fleshman, I believe, and this is pretty old right here, before a long time ago anyway. So this is one of their mini seconds, which is still pretty uniform. It's nice, clean, solid rod, uniform with the color and everything, but the seconds shows up in really close detail. You can see that there's orange streaks in there, and so them being, professional manufacturers, they've got a grading system, and so companies like North Star would actually put that in their second categories, and then people could get that for slightly cheaper. And if you're an artist, you don't really necessarily need particular different color schemes, and we're just talking about certain clarities of color and not necessarily a quality or good or bad. Still excellent quality and works great. Then we're looking at a whole another company here. It's called Borosticks, I believe, something to that effect. I'm not sure where they're made, and it's totally different technology. It's sprayed beads, little teeny pieces of glass. These are made totally different. See, back to North Star for a minute. These guys, they've been hand pulling their glass and using kilns and different, traditional methods to make, from raw chemicals and colors, recipes to make their color schemes, and they've got a lot, so you could check them out, northstar.com. And for the record, glassalchemy.com, exceptional color company. They're not on here right now because I didn't want to dig up one of their rods to show, but they have excellent palette of glass, so don't think I forgot about them, and lots of other companies. This is just more about a few different things that I had in stock to go over real quick. So the Boro sticks is made totally different, and it's compatible with all of these different colors and companies, but it does work differently, and this would be considered their first, which is actually far inferior in quality and stuff to, say, North Star or Glass Alchemy, because these are just kind of made not necessarily by hand or of good quality, and so there's a rough surface on them, and they're like misshapen, octagonal kind of shape, and that's not good. That's not useful for, you know, glass blowing. So we have to rework these all to get these to kind of be efficient. But this is what would be considered, from that company's perspective, a first. From, say, North Star, this wouldn't even be something that they would make. They would just, you know, this would be, I don't know, a different category altogether. And so, but it does work. So, you know, once again, then back to North Star. We have, and for the record, you know, I've gone through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of North Star, and I currently have about 30 pounds of their color, so it's just a coincidence I'm able to grab a few pieces. I'm not a representative of them or anything. I just am a manufacturer and telling you some of the companies I work with, their products, and this would be considered a first. And it says on there, actually, this amber blue purple is a really quality color, and you can look all through it and you won't see any streakings, you won't see miscolorations, you don't see any little bumps or dark colors, and those are called stones and things. And it's very hard to tell sometimes the first through the second, so there's a variety of little things that you want to look for. Alright, anyway, that was just a quick thing of 3 or 4 different companies, and including myself, by the way. Gnosy, made by Gnosy, years ago. It's 2012. Probably made this in 5 years ago, more, 97, 90, 2000, something, long time ago, you know. I'll do a video or so on different colors. Cobalt's the easiest one to make for sure. I'll tell you one thing, that this was not made with any traditional means that other people make their whites with, for instance. Alright, have a good one. Gnosy glass blowing, Gnosy, any search engine.